Well, it's 4:20 in the morning where I'm at, or well, 5:20 in the morning where I'm at, 4:20 in Alabama where I live. I came on here because I'm having some problems with my SCX10. Should be doing an overhaul soon, I'm hoping. Got to get a new bearing kit. I need to rebuild the front and rear axles. Probably just going to buy new ones and build them over again. And the reason I'm going to do that is one of my set screws, the tool that I had to use, snapped off in that screw, so I can't get that axle apart. Wonderful, right? I know. Traxxas toolkit, probably not the greatest investment when I could have bought aftermarket tools for the same cost that were a little better. Anyways, with my SCX10, I have a Rooster Crawler ESC and engine that will be going in the SCX10 during the overhaul. But the problem I'm running into right now is when I first started this, I had a 12-turn, well no, when I first started this I had a Venom ESC with a 55-turn Fireball engine. That got a piece of sidewalk salt in it, and I know one of my videos says chalk, and I messed up when I said that. Sorry, I'm country. Words are what they are. Listen to what I mean, not what I say. That was a joke. But anyways, I went through that engine. It lasted the longest, but when that engine went, I cut the shaft in half on a Titan 12-turn, trimmed up the flat edge where your set screw goes, and I installed that. That made it about 4 runs through Alabama once I got down in the red clay and the water and, you know, places where you can actually run, not snow and ice and salt, where you can only be outside for about 2 seconds before your knuckles start turning blue. But the Titan 12-turn didn't last at all. It seemed to burn up. So I went over to an axial 20-turn. As you can tell, that was what was in my SCX10 during the mud bog video. And then it only lasted for 1 more run. I ran it on a trail ride, and I got about 6 minutes of play time out of it, approximately 6 to 10. And my wife's Stampede broke down, so I took my tow chain over there, connected to that, and I pulled it for about 30 feet. Went back, crawled some more through the woods, and turned around. After about 30 seconds after towing that truck, it just stopped. So I put it on the truck because I figured engine. The steering worked, had no throttle response. So I flipped it over and put my finger on the engine and had a nice big red spot. Real cherry from how hot it had gotten. So I wanted to give y'all a little bit of info on where my truck is at right now. I'm running a 19-tooth gear on my engine, and I'm running the stock gear on the clutch assembly and all that. That's all stock. The gearing and the axles is stock suspension. The only thing I did was basically put the honcho upper and lower arms on it to give me a 12-inch wheelbase. So I'm wondering if it could be that I'm running too many milliamps, because I run my batteries in parallel, so it's still 7.2 volts, but they're 5,000 milliamps each. With those, it creates a little bit of weight on the truck, and I know I should step up to lipos eventually. I'm thinking about doing that when I do my overhaul. I'm just not sure yet. If I do that, we're going to have to wait on the overhaul because I have to have the money to get the batteries and everything like that first. But I'm wondering if the Venom 240 ESC is not flooding so much power, even though it is a very crappy ESC, into the engines, that it's not creating all that heat. Or I'm wondering if the 19-tooth gear should be swapped down to a 14-tooth, because maybe the 20-tooth that's stock and the 19-tooth that's the next step down would be still creating too much heat. Any information y'all might have on that, or any ideas, or maybe, who knows, for all I know I could have got it in the mud and maybe didn't wash it off good enough and mud got inside the motor when it dried. But any ideas you have, I would appreciate them. just leave me a comment and let me know. Thank you very much, and y'all have a great day.